But I do believe there is a God somewhere out there working outside of the laws that God created. It's like watching Channel 2 on your TV. Imagine you're on Channel 2, but you really want to watch Channel 7. You can pray, you can wish, but no matter what you do, unless you scientifically make contact with Channel 7, you're not going to see it. You're watching Channel 2 and saying, I want to see Channel 7. Oh God, please let me see Channel 7. I'll say the rosary. I'll lay hands on the television. I'll do all these things. But you know what? You will never see Channel 7 until you do one thing. Adjust the frequency and get there. Make contact with it. What most people are doing in the name of prayer isn't really prayer at all. They're participating in a form of spiritual begging, spiritual sacred panhandling. Intentionally or not, society has engineered most of us to equate prayer with asking, with begging. But here's what you won't hear in those Sunday sermons. Prayer is only answered through your identity. It's something you consciously choose. You don't petition for it. You don't ask for permission. The answer, as it turns out, is devastatingly simple. Some people beg God for a new reality, while others choose to become God. Now, I'm not talking about some digital, ego-driven, 21st century way of seeing manifestation and identity shifting, but in the way that every sacred text actually teaches when you strip away the dogma and the ritual. These people I'm talking about, despite their religion, race, or upbringing, they have all activated God mode. Once you understand this verification process, the question of why your life isn't changing disappears completely, because you'll already be living as the person who changed it. Here's what I discovered after years of wondering why some prayers get answered and others seem to vanish into the void. There's always a misalignment somewhere. The faith doesn't match the action, or in better words, the self-concept doesn't match the identity. You have to change what's standing right in front of it. Let me show you how. But discipline without faith is just robotic. It's machinery talking. That's when you shift identities. That's when reality has no choice but to rearrange itself around the new you, better known as manifestation. They're praying with their words, but voting with their choices. And the universe always counts the votes. Society continues to teach, year in and year out, that God dwells somewhere outside of you in the clouds. In a building, on another planet, or in some distant realm you have to earn your way into by death. But God dwells within you and expresses itself through your imagination. Not your daydreams, not your rituals, your imagination. The divine instrument that allows you to see what doesn't yet exist and pull it into form through your thoughts, your feelings, and your choices. Don't forget that every man is God of his own experience, not God of anyone else. This is where the ego mind interferes and gets everything a little twisted. You have absolute dominion over your own experience. You are the architect, the artist, the authority of what unfolds in your world. But just as you have the right to own this power and master it, you also have the right to give your power away to others. Discipline is what it takes to exercise your power to the fullest, because discipline is proof of belief. Anyone can say they believe in their vision. Discipline is the ultimate sign of respect. It's you telling yourself and the universe at large that you're serious about who you are, that you're not just talking about transformation, you're living it. Not next week, not after the new year, but now. Every disciplined action you take is a vote for your new identity. Every time you choose the harder right over the easier, more comfortable wrong, you're laying another brick in the foundation of the reality you're building. And this brings us right back to what prayer actually is. Prayer is not asking for things, experiences, or people. It's not rattling off a list of desires and hoping something out there hears you. Prayer is the energy encoded in your pattern of thought, aligned with your pattern of behavior. It's the frequency you're broadcasting through your consistent actions. You pray with your discipline. You pray with your choices. That's the prayer that heaven always answers, every single time. Discipline is proof of belief. Thanks for watching. It's not about what you say you believe, but what you actually believe. Not what you write in your journal or repeat in the mirror 1,000 times. What you actually believe shows up in what you do, when it's inconvenient, when it's uncomfortable, when no one's there to applaud you for making the right decision. And this all happens asterisk after asterisk, the techniques, not before them. Self-concept is the story you tell yourself, the internal narrative about who you are, what you're capable of, what you deserve, and what matters. And of course, that's foundational. But identity is what we're talking about today. Identity is the behavior that matches that story. So get out your pen and notepad. Get out your notepad app on your phone. Get ready to record this. Because this will always be the moment where you can initiate an identity shift. The only way to shift identity is through conscious choice, the moment-by-moment decisions that either reinforce who you were or construct who you're becoming. Identity shifts through subtraction, not addition. Now, the whole process of self-concept work is pivotal in this whole process, but it's not the last step for a complete quantum leap. It's the blueprint to it. It's the vision. But the blueprint doesn't build the house alone. The self-concept work will change your unconscious behavior. Let me give you an example of how this whole process plays out in real time. Imagine a day trader who's doing all the self-concept work around manifesting wealth. He's visualizing abundance, affirming his success. He's got the vision boards, all that stuff of how he wants his life to look. The whole setup. The market closes, and he's still glued to his phone. Is there anyone else in the picture? Does she really mean everything she said over dinner? Is he actually her type? That desperation, that need for constant external validation, it repels the very thing he's trying to receive. Whether it's the markets or love or any other manifestation, it's the same law in full effect. And discipline is what it responds to. The discipline to stop feeding the behavior of the old identity. To stop responding with fear when something appears to not be working as intended. The energy of lack is louder than the words of abundance. So yeah, you have to be persistent. You have to be disciplined, because discipline is your prayer. The choices you make when no one's watching, when it's hard, when the old version of you is screaming to take back control, that's the prayer that heaven answers. Stop begging God. Become God through that very emotional and mental discipline you have stored within you. Step into that divine commander role that you always had, but you were taught to feel fear. Your imagination creates your vision, and your discipline builds the bridge to it. Your identity is the vehicle you are in that crosses that bridge. So be still and know that you are God, not above the other gods that you interact with all day, every day in your reality, but sovereign over your own experiences. The architect of your reality, the answer to your own prayers. If this lesson shifted something within you, type "that made sense to me" down in the comments below to let me know that this wisdom served you well.